Hello, my name is Olivia and I did my informative speech on velodrome cycling. Velodrome cycling was once a very popular sport worldwide. In the past century, it has slowly lost popularity in the United States, although a close-knit group of cyclists try to keep the sport alive. Around the world, cycling continues to be a popular sport in countries such as Japan and Britain, and continues to draw crowds for races. Also referred to as track cycling, there are many different types of races on the velodrome so that the riders and the spectators never get bored with the sport. Many U.S. cyclists have tried to, have performed well worldwide to try to gain support for the sport in America. Track cycling first started in the 1800s in Europe and America. Velodromes were built around the world for racing. In the early 20th century, velodrome cycling was a popular sport in the United States. Originally, Madison Square Garden in New York City was built for velodrome cycling. Velodromes are bank tracks that can be made out of an assortment of materials like wood, concrete, and grass. The steepness of the track depends on the length of the track. For example, this is a picture of the velodrome in LA, and it's a 250-meter track, so it's actually steeper because it's a shorter track. And at the steepest point in the turn, the embankment is at a 45-degree angle. As well as riding on banked tracks, velodrome cyclists also have to ride on bikes that have no brakes and are fixed gear, meaning that they can never stop pedaling. This makes for a racing environment that is both fun and dangerous. In track cycling, there are many different types of races for the riders. The most common race is the standard lap race, where the cyclists are given a certain number of laps to finish, and the first person across the finish line wins. A points race is very similar to this, except for every certain number of laps, the riders have to sprint for bonus points. For example, in a 30-lap race, the riders could have to sprint every 10 laps to receive bonus points. Another popular race is the Keirin. The Keirin is a 2-kilometer race where the riders start out behind a motorcycle. With 500 meters to go, the motorcycle pulls off, and the riders sprint to the finish. It is not uncommon in this type of race for the riders to reach nearly 40 miles per hour. Another popular race is the match sprint. In a match sprint, two riders race against each other in a 2-lap race. The riders have to use strategy and their knowledge of the other cyclists to perform well and win. The match sprint is the most fun to watch because you can see the strategy of both cyclists and how they interact with each other. There are many other types of races, such as the chariot race, the point a lap, the win and out, and the miss and out, that are also fun to watch. And although velodrome cycling isn't as popular in the U.S. as it used to be, many U.S. cyclists have tried to bring the sport back in America. For example, Martin Rothstein, who grew up racing in T-Town, Pennsylvania, has recently won 3 world championships and even received a medal in the Atlanta Olympics. Sarah Hammer has also received medals in the Olympics for team and individual races, and in 2006 she won a world championship in France. These racers, currently she is considered one of the greatest women track cyclists in the world, and these racers have gained support of Americans and respect of people in other countries. Because of the exceptional American track racers and because of the many variety of races for the velodrome, track cycling continues to be a great sport that is fun to watch and fun to race. America needs to put more attention back into track cycling because it is fun and people who race it enjoy it.